Monday mornings, the perfect combo.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Take it away, Bert.
Morning, JR. I'm afraid it's a pet peeve for me again. People who come camping here outside the season, just bugger off already.
Loud and clear, Bert. Just like today's weather. We're starting the week sunny, but a few clouds will appear closer to the afternoon. Enjoy your day and the music.
Train down to Savannah or somewhere else where no one knows my name. Starting over has never sounded sweeter. For my heart with hope more aflame. Goodbye, crazy circumstance. Goodbye, forever.
Wait, where's the package? Nope, no answer.
Hi there, Meredith. I suppose you've come to pick up that VCR thing you dropped off earlier?
The movie box? Yes. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. Took some figuring out how to hook it up to my old TV set, but I got it to work. Good watch. Shark looked a bit fake, though.
I saw it in the theater at the time. Pretty exciting. So anyway, Angie over at the Flick Shack hopes this entices you to visit.
Yeah, I thought so. Maybe I'll drop in one day. Well, You gotta get back to work. Hey, here's the package.
Thanks. See you around.
Sweet Meredith.
Hi there. Here's the mail.
Thanks.
Still enjoying life off the grid?
Sure am. Although Mickey had a rough night. Said he had hallucinations of riding fish in the RV.
Did he have too much of the stuff that makes you feel funny?
Well, actually, when I went outside this morning, there was this huge rotting lake trout right below our window. Totally grossed me out. How does something like that end up there?
Ew, disgusting. I may have...
Oh, hold on. Mickey's gotta read this. Mickey! Wake up, honey!
Leave me alone. I'm still shit-faced.
It's a letter from Damien.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Give me that.
Looks like we won't be here much longer.
Oh, really? Where are you going?
We're going to Canada. We will be picked up this Thursday, early in the morning.
What about the RV?
Joan? Are you running your mouth again?
I'm sorry, sweet Meredith. Gotta go. Hey, you know what? You should come by Wednesday. Our last night here. We'll build a campfire, have a drink, maybe a puff or two, you know, and talk about the meaning of life, of course. The complete outdoors experience.
Oh, cool. Yeah, why not?
Joan!
Awesome! Gotta run. See you Wednesday after sundown.
Was it ever love anyway? Goodbye, heartache, and goodbye, pain. Goodbye, goodbye,
Sir, it's the mail.
Excuse me, what's this all about?
Oh, I thought I'd not bother you and just deliver the parcel.
I'd appreciate it if parcels are not just dumped on the counter.
Okay, I'll take that into account for next time.
You'd understand if you had any idea about what I'm trying to do here. Setting up a computer system to handle all the bookings is quite sophisticated.
Oh, interesting. I work in computers too.
Delivering computers does not mean that you work in computers.
No, this is just my temporary job.
Yeah, this is temporary for me too. Excuse me, but I have to get this done.
Just biding my time. I've been a rambling man for all my life.
Where's the package? Hey, here's your movie box back.
Oh, thanks so much, babe. Listen, I owe you an apology.
Apology? For what?
I was Kurt. Just plain Kurt. And here you are delivering movies for me. You deserve better.
It's okay. No one can be perked up all the time. So, any idea what caused it?
Business is slow. More than slow. I mean, the Flick Shack is in real trouble. That movie box kind of was my last-ditch marketing effort. Nothing's worked so far.
That's awful. What'll you do if the store goes bust?
I mean, I don't know. Without the store, there's really not much here for me in PO.
So you just up and leave?
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, enough whining. Let me make up for my stupid behavior and reward you for your diligent movie faring, my lady.
Reward me?
Yep. I've got... ta-da! Coupons! They're one of the few perks this job has. I get to take myself and a +1 to a free movie of my choice at the new cinema in Astoria. Valid tonight only.
Wow, pretty cool perk.
It is, isn't it? So what'll it be, Missy? You in or you out?
I'd love to. I'm in.
Great. Pick you up at your place at 8. I know where you live. Anyway, gotta get back to it. Bye.
Bye.
All your hopes and efforts are all in vain.
I'm so excited. I love going to the movies.
When you've lost everything, does it all come for granted? Oh, there must be more. There must be another way. There must be content. Different things in different ways. There must be love. There must be a reason, and a little bit of faith has got to come my way.
Hello?
Hey, Meredith. How was your day at the office? I mean, mail truck.
Oh, hey, Dad. Actually, it did start at the office. I was being interrogated.
Interrogated? What? By whom?
Walter Morgan, a higher-up from the Post Service. He started asking questions about code of conduct and about Frank.
Morgan, that walking corpse. He's always after Frank. What did you say?
To be honest, I told him that Frank had some suspicious things going on.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, it's on Frank anyways. But he'll find a way to get out of it. He always does. Listen, Mom's poking me. I guess we're not allowed to talk about work. Here she comes. Bye, Meredith.
Hi, Meredith. Was Dad trying to get work stories out of you?
Hi, Mom. Yep, he tried. And he succeeded. It was a weird day.
Well, I'm changing the subject right now. Have you met the new guy at the hotel yet, Matt?
Yeah, I met him the other day. What a jerk.
Ugh, I agree. He's one of the reasons why I won't miss working at the hotel. Anyway,
How's life in good old P.O.?
It's nice. I met some interesting people.
That's good to hear. Interesting people. Do you mean interesting, or just interesting?
I mean, just interesting. What do you mean?
You know what I mean. It's been a while since you've met someone interesting.
That's right. And now I'm changing the subject. How are you guys doing over there?
Oh, Florida is fantastic. I think I might actually want to live here. The warmth of the sun, it's very easy to get used to. Oh, Dad's telling me to get back. Looks like the bar's open. Wonder what he's ordering this time.
I'll get an Alabama Slammer.
Alabama what?
Alabama Slammers! Cheers!
This is fun. It's been ages since I've been to the movies.
Well, they call it the movies, plural, but of course we can only see one movie at a time. So, which one will it be?
My pick? All right, let's see. Big Trouble in Little China, Blue Velvet, or The Great Mouse Detective. All right, I'm ready to pick. Big Trouble in Little China.
Ooh, The Carpenter. This ought to be a ride. And it's endlessly quotable.
Yes, sir. The check is in the mail.
You were right about it being a ride. Woo!
Yep, that's Carpenter. And the best part is, we don't have to talk about hidden meanings or anything.
Oh dear. Does that mean we have to talk about ourselves?
Dun dun dun!
So anyway, my parents' house is right down this road, as you well know.
Right, Missy. Let's go that-a-way.
I wish I loved anything half as much as you love movies.
Next time, we'll do something in your area of expertise.
What, computer software?
Yeah, we can build a killer robot or something.
I like the sound of next time, by the way.
Oops, what a slip of the tongue. So, here we are. Now what?
Well, we could have a cup of tea at my place.
I would like that.
I'm sorry, but this isn't what I had in mind.
Oh, okay, fine. No, that's fine.
I should go. Sorry. See you later, okay?
Okay. Good night, babe.
Meredith, can I bug you for a second?
Sure, Frank. What's up?
That Walter Morgan guy, what did he want from you?
He was asking all sorts of questions. Also about you, Frank.
God damn it. Can you believe that jerk?
Are you in trouble, Frank?
Trouble? They're the ones who are in trouble. I gotta get back to it, Meredith. Have a great day. Oh, before I forget, that Robert Harris guy was here this morning, looking for you. He asked if you could drop by. He's working somewhere in the forest today.
Good morning, P.O. Will it be a P or a double P? Walter Morgan has the answer.
Every now and then I spend some time in Providence Oaks, and I'm always happy to see this beautiful and orderly village and its well-mannered inhabitants.
Did someone just call me well-mannered? I'll take it. Let's see if the weather will behave today. A bit of sun to start the day, but mostly overcast heading into the evening.
Nope, no answer. Here's your mail.
Hey, you.
Hi.
So I'm guessing you want to rent a movie, huh? We've got a great selection.
Actually, that's not what I'm here for at all.
Wait, you're not telling me you're here for little old me. So, what's on your mind, babe?
Well, I like you, but I think we should just be friends.
I see. I came on a little too strong. It's been known to happen.
I do like you, just not in that way.
Gotcha. Friends it is.
So anyway, what's on your mind? Taking stock of the store? Or of your life?
Yeah, I just... You ever get the feeling you're not where you need to be?
Yeah, I know that feeling. I know it all too well.
It's just that this whole Flick Shack adventure, I think it was the right idea at the wrong time.
And in the wrong place?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm just too different for this town. Plus, business hasn't really been booming.
And here I was hoping our movie box project would turn things around.
It almost did. Don't think that it didn't help. That's what I mean with the wrong time. I'm sure video will be huge. But it isn't. Not yet. Not here, anyway.
So you're leaving?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Wow. I didn't realize until just now that I'd already made my mind up. But I guess I have. I'm leaving. Gosh, it feels so liberating to say.
You're welcome.
How about you? Have you made your mind up yet? About your future, I mean?
Yeah, I think I have.
Well, whatever it is, hold that thought. I want to give it my full attention when you do decide. And right now, I really have to start organizing the grand closing of the Flick Shack. We hardly knew ye.
I hear ya. I'll swing by later.
Staring at the sun, I can tell it's magic what you have done.
Nope, no answer. That's heavier than I thought. Well, I guess nobody's home.
Down the bridge and let me in. Will you? You'll never get to know me from within. Will you? Fighting demons. Promise I will break the spell. You don't need that armor, even though you wear it well. Lower down the bridge and let me in. Will you? You'll never get to know me from within.
Delivery for you. See? The box says Mrs. Evans. I remembered. I'll just drop this on the counter, shall I?
Oh, thanks. That's super amazing. Thank you.
It's nothing illegal, right?
Oh my god. I'm so excited about this. Yay!
I see. This is a guessing game. All right. Is it a bunch of copies of the ET game?
Ugh, I hope not.
Okay. You don't have to tell me. I mean, if it's illegal.
Okay, you ready? It's actually a Yamaha DX7 synthesizer! Oh man, I am super stoked this arrived so soon. I got this amazing deal on it through the classifieds. This old guy was selling it. Apparently he had never really used it. I mean, what? How? Can you imagine owning something like this and not using it every moment you get? I mean, this synth is used everywhere these days, so I was like, yes, this is mine. Sorry, I can get carried away about this kind of stuff.
No kidding. To be honest, you lost me around the time you opened the box. But if it works like a computer, sign me up.
Computers, eh? Oh, wait, are you a programmer? Because if you are, you should totally check out the Insonic Mirage.
If you like sampling machines, you should totally try out programming.
Oh man, I would love to. So much to do, so little time. Listen, Em, I totally owe you for lugging this around for me. Now, what'll you have? It's on the house.
Pie. I mean, I'd love some blueberry pie if you have it.
Oh, I just sold the last slice. We're clean out. Anything else?
I owe you?
I owe you it is. Apparently, I have some baking to get started on now. But good to see you. And thanks again.
No problem. Have fun with your synthesizer.
Yes, thanks.
point, sir.
Hey, Meredith, I'm up here.
Hey, Robert! Wow, that's really high!
What? I can't hear you.
Should I come up as well?
Sorry, I can't hear you. Maybe I should come down first. Can you hear me now? Hi, Meredith.
Hi, Robert. That's better indeed.
Thanks for coming out here. This arborist job came up suddenly.
Awesome. I'd love to try that sometime.
It's great up there. I used to climb a lot. Still do, actually. But now I get paid for it, too. Anyways, I figured it would also be good for you to see where the apartments are planned.
Ah, okay. So, what now?
Well, I want you to listen to my wild card plan.
Tell me all about it.
I've scheduled a recording session at a professional sound studio.
Get out of here. Are we gonna do a tree version of We Are the World?
Yes, I can do Bruce. We are the world. We are the children.
That sounds great. I'll be... Cyndi Lauper.
Well, let us realize all that a change can only come.
Oh, yes. But no, sorry. It'll be a radio message to get the people of Providence Oaks involved.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, probably better that way.
Yeah, leave the singing to the pros. It'll be this afternoon, by the way, at Jack Reynolds' barn. Are you in? I could use an extra set of ears.
A professional sound studio, huh? Okay, I'm in.
Great. Meet me there after work. I gotta get back up in this tree now. See you later.
Bye. Be careful up there.
Thanks. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the window and the late summer sky is like a dying ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. Since I was here for as long as I remember.
I managed to get the machine to work. Here are the pictures.
Thank you. I'm happy with how they turned out.
Apparently, they're running a photography competition to promote the new photo labs. If you're interested in entering, you can pick out one of your pictures.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I'd like to participate.
Well, just pick one and submit it. But I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you. Okay. Put it in this envelope and write your name and address on the back.
Some are faster, some are slow.
I'll be glad when I can close up the shop. This day is taking forever.
Through the last days of September. The autumn playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by
Okay, folks, it's showtime. Robert, are you ready?
Yes, but before we start, I'm not a pro, so please bear with me.
You'll do great.
Okay, Robert, take it away.
Fellow Providence Okians, I'm Robert Harris, and I oppose the plans for new apartments on Lakeview Drive. If you feel the same, let Town Hall know about it and give them a call. Let's keep Providence Oaks pretty.
Perfect. That's a wrap, folks. Back to work.
Hold on, Jack. Meredith, what do you think?
The text is fine, but I miss a revolutionary vibe. It needs more passion.
Okay, you might be right. Jack, one more recording, please.
Sure, Robert. Here we go in 1, 2, 3, action.
Fellow Providence Okians, I'm Robert Harris, and I oppose the plans for new apartments on Lakeview Drive. If you feel the same, let Town Hall know about it and give them a call. Let's keep Providence Oaks pretty. Better?
Actually, no. Could you also try Attention Providence Oaks and Lake Lovers, listen up? So, just the first words.
Yeah, Robert, if you could hurry up a bit. Potatoes don't come out of the ground voluntarily. 1, 2, 3, action!
Attention, Providence Oaks. Lake Lovers, listen up. Like that?
A star is born. Now, let's do some real work.
No, wait, it's not quite there yet.
Well, I don't give a hoot. Robert, you said this would only take a minute.
You're right, Jack. Sorry, Meredith. This'll have to do.
Well, okay. It's your precious lake.
All right. It's time to really roll up our sleeves. You ready, Robert?
Sure thing, Jack. Meredith, I'm gonna return the favor and help Jack out today.
If you lovebirds want to spend more time together, she can come along too. Plenty of work to do.
Jack, what the...
Nothing wrong with a bit of hard work outdoors. Let's go.
Rock on. Let's do this.
Okay, folks. Hop on my tractor. It's time for the real show.
Meredith, it's me.
Oh, hi, Steve. I'm sorry. Didn't get the chance to look at the contracts yet.
Oh, you didn't?
I'll look at them tonight.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, short call. Gotta rush. Corporate lawyer appointment. Crossing the T's and dotting the I's. You speak soon.
Here we go again.
Good morning, Miss Weiss.
Good morning, Mr. Morgan.
I need to inform you that your colleague Frank Coleman has been suspended.
Frank? Suspended? Why?
The only thing you need to know right now is that I will be filling his spot for the time being.
Okay, so do the envelopes go to you now?
Miss Weiss, if that was not a poorly timed attempt at comedy, the best I can do is pretend you never sent this.
All right, I'm just gonna walk away and pretend Frank's gonna be okay. Have a good day, sir.
Providence Oaks, good morning to you.
PO positive or pet peeve?
Today's contribution is from Matt Kearney.
I have a positive. Last night's thunderstorm over the lake, what a spectacle.
I'm glad my barn's still standing, but thanks for calling in, Matt. Let's see what the weather will bring today. We're starting the day with showers, but the sun might come back in the end.
heavier than I thought.
Every time you need me, I'm telling you I'm
Do you think it'll rain today? It's been raining a lot lately.
I'm pretty sure you're safe, but I'm walking in your garden, knowing what you're dreaming of. Past the clouds.
What's this? The Flick Shack has closed down and will not reopen. Any unreturned tapes can be dropped off before September 22nd. It has been a privilege to serve as Providence Oak's premier home cinema provider. Thank you for your patronage. All the best. Your Flick Shack proprietor, Angie. Here's your mail. All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep. Hi, Maureen.
PO people, I need to pause the music for a special message.
Hush, darling. I want to hear this. And so do you.
It's from our own Robert Harris, who wants to keep Providence Oaks pretty. Don't flatter yourself. He's talking about the trees. Take it away, Robert.
Dear people of Providence Oaks, I'm Robert Harris, and I oppose the plans for new apartments on Lakeview Drive. If you feel the same, let Town Hall know about it and give them a call. Let's keep Providence Oaks pretty.
Isn't that something? It could have been more juicy, I guess. But it does say exactly what he wants it to, which is rare for our Robert. Even though he does have his redeeming qualities, doesn't he just? I wonder how he came up with the idea, though.
Actually, I helped out a bit when he was recording it at Jack's studio.
Is that right?
Now, Maureen, don't Maureen this out of proportion.
I see. Robert wasn't kidding when he said he wants to keep pretty things around in Providence Oaks now, was he?
That's not exactly how he put it, and neither should you.
Well, that's what I heard. Anyway, I actually wanted to talk to you about something else. What are you doing this Sunday evening, hon?
Something tells me I'm about to find out.
You know it. Listen here. I'm hosting a very special first-time open mic night this upcoming Sunday. We'll have some drinks, some food, discover the town's hidden talent, or not, if you know what I mean. It'll be a hoot.
More like a hoot and a half. Count me in.
Good. I already had you down on my list, of course, but it's nice of you to RSVP. That's settled then. I will see you this Sunday at 8 p.m. And tell everyone you meet, okay? Let me see you put those postal delivery muscles to good use.
Let's just say I'll do my best.
There you go. You're catching up. Now I have to go unpack some deliveries out back, but I will see you soon, darling. And don't forget about the open mic.
I couldn't if I wanted to.
Showing no regret. Close your eyes to hide your light. Got an invincible self, letting everyone know that you trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to lose. Bound to get knocked right out of your feet when they use my witchcraft. You're playing it cool, bending all the rules. Talking way too loud, and you're talking rude. You're playing the game, driving me insane. Your heart is back, and it's the fact, no turning back. You got me tiptoeing around you like you're made of glass. Got an invincible fence, letting everyone know that you trespass. But you're bound to break down, bound to.
Mail carrier Meredith.
Farmer Jack.
Good to see at least someone's working today.
As opposed to Frank?
As opposed to me. Can't harvest taters with all this rain. But Frank's not twiddling his thumbs, I can tell you that.
You spoke to him?
Yeah, just talked to him on the phone. He's mad as a wet hen. It's quite entertaining, actually. Thanks for dropping by, mail carrier Meredith. I gotta get back to it.
Okay, Jack. Good luck with the weather. Hope it'll clear up.
Thank you much.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch the stars fall. You don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside you, quiet. By your breath and open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. Our girl rings us our goodbye. But it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Flowers, high grass, and beauty.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith, it's me.
Oh, hi, Dad. What's up?
The sun is up, the sky is blue. Life's good here.
That's great to hear.
Yeah, we're so happy we finally took the trip.
Why haven't you told her yet? Let me talk to her.
Well, excuse me, Mrs. Weiss. Meredith, sorry to break it up, but your mom wants to talk to you.
Meredith, I'm so excited. Your dad and I found this cottage this weekend near the beach. It's so pretty. Not too big, but who wants to be inside anyway?
Wow, that sounds great. What's the plan? Live there?
Yes. We talked to the owner. We can rent it for the time being, spend the winter here. And if we like it, we can buy it and settle down here for good.
Awesome! I'm so happy for you.
Isn't it something? And it means that our house will be vacant for a while. We won't put it on the market until we've tried out Florida for a few months. So, if you want to extend your stay in Providence Oaks...
No thanks. I need to get back to my normal life soon.
Well, just thought I'd mention it. But it's a pretty big deal, so just think about it for now.
Can I talk to her for a sec again?
Yeah, here comes your dad again. Bye, dear. I'm going to get us something bubbly.
Hey, Meredith. Just wanted to say that I'll call again at the end of this week. Have a great one.
Okay. Bye, Dad.
Memories, memories, memories of you and me. Memories.
Oh, Mickey, that was so deep. Right, Meredith?
Wow, yeah. Awesome.
It's in the darkness when my soul stars align and illuminate the real me.
Oh, baby, I'm so happy for you.
We need to celebrate this moment. I'll be right back, ladies.
Mickey can be difficult sometimes, but nights like these, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else but with him.
How did you two meet?
At a dorm party. He was the cool guy who dropped out of college, and I was about to do the same.
Is she interrogating you again, June?
Oh, Mickey, be nice to sweet Meredith.
I'm just kidding now. Sorry for being a hard ass the other day, Meredith. It's just that we need to be a bit cautious.
It's okay, Mickey. I've had worse, delivering mail.
Delivering mail for the man? I couldn't do that.
So, you guys are sticking it to the man, eh?
Hell yeah, can't stand the man. Anything with authority, in whatever shape or form it appears.
I think I know what you mean. Feeling like a prisoner of society.
Hey, guys, let's not spoil this evening with heavy stuff, okay?
You're so right, Junebug. Who cares about the man when I've got you? There's something that'll make you feel lighter. Much lighter. Meredith!
No thanks. I'll pass.
June?
Maybe later, Mickey. Meredith, how about some booze instead?
No thanks, June. I'm good.
Aw, I guess I'll drink some wine by myself then. Be right back.
Memories, memories, memories of you and me. Memories.
Alrighty, here you go.
So, are you guys on the run?
What can I say? We've got a few unpaid parking tickets. Mickey had an argument with some cop, and then there's a bit of college and tax debt. Nothing major, so we're not really on the run. It's more like speed walking.
How are you guys gonna cross the border?
It's so exciting. Damien will pick us up with his Jeep tomorrow morning. We'll have a cozy hour under the blanket, swim across the border, and then we're good. Hey, I just realized we're abandoning the RV. You should totally have it. Mickey, can Meredith have the RV?
That piece of junk? Knock yourself out.
Really, guys? That's awesome.
No problem. We don't really believe in possessions anyway.
Whatever you decide, we'll leave it at the gas station. That's where we rendezvous with Damien.
Wild.
Memories, memories, memories of you and me. Memories.
Top of the Thursday morning. P.O., we don't have any callers today, so I'll bring up one of my own pet peeves.
P.O. Positive for that piece.
The idiotic plans for pedestrianization of Main Street. It's... well, don't get me started or I won't even have time for the weather. Speaking of, a few clouds early on, but they will be gone soon. Music time!
All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep. Ooh, interesting. These look like bills.
Just biding my time. I've been a rambling man for all my life. I'm going way down south. I've been running on empty, staring at the sun. I can tell it's magic what you have done.
Oh dear, you're a sight for sore eyes.
Oh, hi, Miss Jenkins. How so? Are you really that happy to see me?
It's just this week. It's all a bit much for me. I need to get my hair done for Sunday's special evening, but I can't leave my cats alone. And then all of a sudden, Frank has gone missing. He still needs to bring me an envelope. Please tell me that you have it with you.
I'm afraid this is just a postcard. Miss Jenkins, are you gambling?
Oh, don't be a nosy posy, Meredith. Oh dear, he can't just have vanished into thin air, can he?
Don't worry, I'm sure Frank will show up again.
Oh, Frankie boy, always making me worry too much. And I need to cancel the hairdresser's appointment. But what if I can't reschedule?
Oh, don't worry about it. Your hair looks just fine.
No. My hair looks like a mess. I can't go out and about looking like this.
Sure you can, Miss Jenkins. I'm sorry, but I have to be on my way again.
Oh dear. I need to go inside and calm down a bit.
That's lighter than I thought.
Meredith! Look at this house on wheels. I have no idea where it came from, but it's absolutely rad.
It's mine, actually. Mickey and June gave it to me. You know, that young couple down by the lake campground.
Whoa, really? That's so tight! Here, they left this note on the driver's seat.
Oh, let me read it. Life's a journey and not a destination. Just grab the wheel and enjoy the ride. Love, M and J.
So, what are you going to do with it? You have to hit the road.
I actually don't really want it after all. Maybe you'd like to have it. You know, keep it here and tinker on it?
Oh, yes! That'd be amazing. You know I love tinkering. But it's going to need a lot of work.
Good to hear, Lori. I can already hear the cogs in your head spinning at top speed. What are your plans?
Well, if it's going to be here a while, I should give it a name first. Can't have such a beautiful vehicle and not give it a name. How about the sea turtle? Big, slow, washed up, just like a turtle. Or the raccoon, because it's got brown spots and is full of trash. Or the hermit shell. It had many owners over the years, just like the shell of a hermit crab.
I like hermit shell.
Good choice. I'll get working on it right away. See you later.
Bye.
Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow, and the late summer sky is like a dying ember. Everything is turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. Since I was a little child, every year for as long as I remember, all the leaves were running wild, going all the way until November. Turn the world around us into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one.
Yes. He could only look on in sheer terror as Madeline threw the key straight into the lake. Oh, yes. This is good stuff.
Ah, a writer. How interesting.
Oh, for Christ's sakes, go away! If I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times!
You must have me confused with someone else, sir.
Oh, bloody heck, do I sound like I care? You lot are all the same to me. Just go away! How many yokels are there in this backwater town? Do they realize people come out to these kinds of places because they're supposed to be remote and quiet?
It's not that. It's just that not everyone up here in these parts feels comfortable with us leaving packages on their doorsteps.
I do beg your pardon. Yes, I am expecting a package. I didn't know you were from the Postal Service, ma'am.
Oh, so now I have something you need, and you quite miraculously are capable of common courtesy.
All right, I'm sorry. It's just... I've been under a lot of pressure lately from my publisher, as well as my wife. I do appreciate your driving all the way up here, and Lord knows I'll be needing those ribbons. Just please leave them on the porch, and... thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. Now, where was I? She threw the key in the lake. Then what happens? For Christ's sake, she made me lose my bloody train of thought. No, wait, I got it. And then he says...
Good afternoon, Miss Weiss.
Good afternoon, Mr. Morgan.
I wanted to let you know that today was my last day here.
Oh, really? Will Frank be coming back then?
That's all I have to say. Good luck.
Hello?
Hi, Em. It's me, Kay.
Oh, hi, Kay.
Good, you're home. Listen, I don't know if you're busy tonight, and I wouldn't normally bother you like this, but I'm kind of in a huge pickle at the moment, and now I'm imagining being inside of a huge pickle. Thanks, brain.
You sound a bit agitated.
Okay, so this is going to sound like I'm 16, but I have these tickets to a really big concert tonight for Barry and me, and it seems the babysitter has just bailed on me. Alright, so maybe the babysitter part doesn't sound like I'm 16, I hope. Anyway, it's Journey, so I'm like, I need to go tonight, and I got these tickets ages ago. And it's a long drive to Portland, so we'll probably be out all night, and I promise you I've called everyone and their brother. Besides, they're really good kids to watch tonight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I get a shortcut to the question?
Yeah, sorry. You're totally right. I'm blabbering on, aren't I? Okay, don't freak out. You got this. Alright, recap. Journey tonight, in Portland, got tickets, sitter bailed. So I guess you figured out by now that I'm awkwardly trying to ask if maybe you could do me a huge favor and watch Grace and Max tonight?
Hey, it's fine. Don't worry. I'll babysit tonight.
Oh my god, you serious? That would help me out in such a big way! And I would owe you big time. Huge!
You would, wouldn't you? Interesting.
Oh dear, never mind. Don't care. Can you be here around 6 p.m., so in like 30 minutes? You don't have to bring anything. There's food, videos, even a cardboard replica of Apollo 11 with a set of matching helmets. You're covered. See you in a bit.
All right. See ya. All right. Who wants s'mores?
Hey, guess who's back?
Frank? I'm so glad to see you again.
I'm so happy to be here again. I guess Morgan didn't stick around to welcome me back.
Good riddance.
Hell yeah, that clueless piece of work.
Tell me more. How'd you get rid of him?
Well, what can I say? Don't mess with the big boys. I guess they didn't understand that some of my customers do a little more than talking about their cats.
Are they criminals?
No, nothing that bad. Frank Coleman's no stranger to the high-stakes game. I've got lawyers in my inner circle. All it took were a couple of lawsuit threats.
But Frank, isn't this all just really wrong?
Nah, Meredith. It's just a bit of harmless fun.
Okay, Frank, if you say so.
All right, time to get back in the saddle. Have a great day, Meredith.
A very good morning, Providence Oaks. P.O. positive or that P? I wonder what it'll be today. Actually, no. Nancy, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Jack, I've got a pet peeve. Why do people start fake coughing when I'm smoking in my store? If you don't like it, just leave.
Thank you much, Nancy. And, well, if you're asking, it's not like people have other places to go besides the smokehouse that you call a general store. On to the weather forecast.
Ooh, interesting. heavier than I thought.
Driving along the highway.
Hello? Friday delivery day.
Well, just call me Friday Delivery K. Okay, no, that sounded better in my head.
Someone's in a good mood today.
Yes, thanks for looking after Max and Gracie last night. You were a real trooper for stepping in last minute.
Are they okay? Did they mention anything?
Max did say I owe him pancake breakfast for the rest of the week, and Grace said she will never sleep again, but yeah, pretty much. What movie did you watch with them anyway?
So, how was the concert?
Oh yeah, man, Journey is so good. Those songs have been stuck in my head all day.
That sounds great.
I know, right? There's just so much cool stuff being created right now, you know? I mean, Journey was cool. I got to know them through Barry at first, but I tell you, if Prince or New Order ever came to Portland, I would sell my spleen for tickets.
One spleen, two bands. That's quite the potential dilemma.
Oh, and I haven't even mentioned Cyndi Lauper, or Run DMC, or Stevie Wonder. And before you go there, I know you're probably setting up a joke about spleens and Hammond organs right now.
I would never.
All jokes aside, though, I spent half the concert thinking about how I haven't really focused on my own music for a while now. Kids, work, all that stuff. So much going on. And I mean, I love tinkering, but right now, I'm not sure I'm even creating anything cool or just, you know, not even Barry is allowed to listen to my songs at this stage, to be honest.
I'd love to hear your music sometime. I'm sure it's great.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. Maybe I'll hold you to that. I was thinking, I have a mixtape with some of my stuff, you know? Just something I've been trying out with my new synthesizer.
I'd be honored.
That's great. It's just something I've been playing around with. Don't expect any fireworks. And hey, don't tell me what you think yet, yeah? You'll be my secret special audience of one, so I can get used to the idea of an audience.
Would this have anything to do with Sunday evening?
Okay, don't tell anyone, but I'm thinking of performing a song on my new synth this Sunday. Holy crap, I just said that out loud. Dude, you are coming to the open mic, right?
Of course, that's great. Wild horses couldn't drag me away.
But act cool, yeah? No one else knows yet. See you there.
Sure thing. Back to my own journey for now. Haha.
Nope, ignoring that. Bye now.
what you're dreaming of. Past the copper statues of everyone you ever loved. Lower down the bridge and left me. Never get to know me from within. Will you?
Ah, the waxworms have arrived.
Excuse me?
I meant the package, Miss Weiss. It's my worms. For fishing. They're just in time. I'm taking a boat to the island this afternoon.
Oh, nice. A boat trip.
Hey, you can tag along if you want, like your father used to. But I'm not helping you with any waxworms.
Oh, really? Sounds like fun.
Okay, we'll show up here at 4 p.m. sharp.
Hey, Robert.
How are you? I was away for a few days on an urgent job out of state.
I'm good. It's nice to see you again. Here's the mail.
Thanks, and likewise. Priority mail from Town Hall. Let's see what they have to say this time. Dear Mr. Harris, on behalf of yada yada yada, concerning Environmental Management Act 1213, yada yada yada. Wait. What? Listen to this. We have decided to postpone the construction of apartments for at least 6 months. We hope this satisfies you, as well as the many residents of Providence Oaks that contacted us with their unfiltered and enthusiastic comments. It worked! The plan worked!
Wow, great! So happy for you, Robert.
We need to celebrate this. How about tomorrow night? Steak dinner at Moe's. Or something else. On me.
Ah, I'd love that.
Great. It's gonna be fun. See you tomorrow night then. Gotta go now. The telephone troops need to know the assault can be abandoned.
That's the last of them.
Who don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen? I wanna lay here beside you, all quiet by your breath and open sky.
So, is this a quiet day, or does it always take this long?
Fishing requires patience. We've only been here for 2 hours.
And that's the nice thing about fishing.
Yeah, there's a fine line between boredom and relaxation.
I think I forgot how boredom feels.
Fishing also requires silence.
Bert, can I ask you a question? Do you like Maureen?
We ought to be heading back home. It's been a fine day, and I thank you for the company.
Kay's tape. Let's have a listen.
Okay. Driving along the highway, headlights light up the signs. Thinking of what might have been, radio keeps track of time.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. Guess what I signed today?
Let me think. The monster deal?
Oh, yes. You are now talking to Steve Mitchell, CEO of a multi-million-dollar enterprise. But before I continue my insufferable bragging, I have a thing or two to say to you, about you. You've been a huge part of the success of this company, and I feel this is just the beginning. We're entering the golden age of personal computers, and we've got front row tickets. The past 2 weeks have made me realize that I couldn't have done it without you, and I'm going to need you even more in the coming years. So, here's a new monster deal I want you to think about. Become a partner in the company for 20% of the shares and a significant pay raise. Significant. The only condition is that I need your commitment for the next 5 years. So, there it is. Think about it, and let's talk about it more when you're back in the office.
Oh, wow, Steve. That sounds great.
Just let it sink in a bit. I don't need an answer right now. I have to get back to my $1 million lifestyle. Actually, no, I need to get cranking on lots of stuff. Talk soon, Meredith.
The Countess and the Carpenter. Chapter 3. Come in, were the most regretted words Cecilia had uttered in a long time. They were instantly followed up by, "Get out!" when she saw the surprised face of the carpenter's apprentice, instead of her niece, Anna. Apparently, her hosts wasted no time in addressing the problem of a malfunctioning bathroom faucet.
A postcard. From Angie.
Miss Meredith, I am so sorry I haven't been able to see you. It's just that I've been swamped organizing my not-so-timely exit from Providence Oaks. I'm sure you understand. You've probably seen the foreclosure notice. That certainly helped expedite my decision to leave. Anyway, I'll be sure to drop your parents an address when I find a new place to settle down. Hopefully we could grab a coffee at some point. I'd like that. It was really nice getting to know you. I hope you found what you were looking for in Providence Oaks. I know I did. And for me, it wasn't Providence Oaks. Your mileage may vary. All the best, Angie.
Happy Saturday, everyone. It's time once again for a
Theo, positive or pet peeve?
Today's verdict is from Cheryl.
Hi, Jack. I went for a walk the other day and suddenly encountered a majestic stag. We looked at each other for a few seconds, and then he walked off into the woods.
Wow, Cheryl. I'm glad you could retell the tale. Stags can be dangerous. Today's weather might be dangerous, too.
That's lighter than I thought.
Ah, you're still here, huh?
Yep, for now.
When are your parents coming back?
Actually, they might just stay in Florida.
Florida? Your parents?
Yeah, isn't it weird?
They'll be back soon. Florida is expensive and honestly isn't all it's cracked up to be.
They found a lovely and affordable place next to the beach.
Sunshine and the beach get boring real fast.
Well, I better be on my way. So long, Miss Sunshine.
Don't wanna sleep tonight at all. Just wanna watch the stars fall. You don't wanna try to make up dreams just to be seen. I wanna lay here beside. It's where we go. Grow wings and tell our goodbye. Oh, it's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. There is high grass and bare feet. Each second is a dream.
Here's your mail.
It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good. I've never been so ready. Fly a breath in open sky. It's not what we know, it's where we go. I go wings and tell them goodbye.
Here's your mail.
It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. Open up the window. I'm breathing in the last of September. I can feel the wind blow.
Here's your mail.
Turning into gold. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September.
I think I grabbed the wrong package. All right, I'll leave it on the doorstep.
Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September. When the autumn leaves are playing chases, puts a smile upon my face. They leave their branches one by one and whirl around there just for fun. Some are faster, some are slow, and some are high and some are low. Dancing through the last days of September.
I'm busy.
Okay. Good luck.
No! Damn it! I almost had it. I almost fucking had it. Thanks for breaking my concentration.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Video games are supposed to be fun. I feel horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I know the feeling.
You know what? I can beat this damn game, and I'm not quitting until I have.
Good luck with that.
Okay, fellow Providence Okians, it's time once again for the sent-in letters and announcements. This one's from our very own Maureen, or Mo, as we all know.
Hey, folks. Just wanted to grab your ears for a second to let you know all about the upcoming open mic night over at Mo's Diner this Sunday. That's right. Claim your 15 minutes of fame. Enjoy some swell performances and the usual good food and drinks for everyone. I expect to see all of y'all for a great evening. And maybe even some dancing. You know who you are. Come join the show at Mo's at 8 p.m. this Sunday. I'll come get you if you don't.
Well, you heard her, folks. And I'll be there too, so you better not miss it. Back to the music and to one of my favorite songs. Mail Carrier Meredith.
Farmer DJ Jack.
Seen any ghost drivers on the way here?
Ghost drivers?
Yeah, you know, people driving on the wrong side of the road.
Nope, haven't seen them.
Okay, I was just wondering. Don't bother. I need to get back to the live show. See you tomorrow, I reckon. Bye now.
I reckon.
Oh, and please close the door. Don't want to broadcast any mail truck noise. Thank you much.
And so ends a week full of turmoil.
You can say that again.
If only the Angels hadn't lost to the White Sox. That would have made it perfect.
How much would you have won?
$876.34. Would have been a nice payday, huh? We're playing each other again tonight. Should I change the bet?
Yeah, that sounds logical.
Okay, let's see what happens. Maybe you're my lucky charm. Have a great weekend, Meredith. Oh, wait, this was your last day. I totally forgot to tell you. We still haven't found someone else for the job. So I guess you can have it if you want.
Thanks, Frank, but no.
Are you sure? It's a great job. You know what? Think about it and let me know Monday morning when you return your stuff. Gotta run now. Red Sox are playing the Yankees.
Hello?
Hi, Meredith. It's your dad again. How was your time in the mail delivery business?
Oh, hi, Dad. Well, it was okay. A nice change of scenery.
Great, but not something you do for the rest of your life.
I'm afraid that would be a bit too monotonous for me.
Yeah, I understand. You probably need something a bit more challenging. Oh, hold on, Meredith.
Let me guess. Mom wants to talk to me?
Hi, Meredith. Sorry to butt in, but you're thinking about staying in Providence Oak?
Hi, Mom. I'm not sure, to be honest.
What are you not sure about, dear? Are other people involved? You know, any interesting ones, perhaps?
No, that's not it. It's just easy going here. The surroundings, the job, the people.
Maybe you just need a break. Or maybe this really is what you want. But whatever you decide, think long and hard on it. Oh, hold on.
I have a suspicion Dad wants to talk to me.
Meredith, I just wanted to say, you need to clean the lint filter on the dryer every once in a while. If you never do that, it could burn the house down.
No problem, Dad. I'll make sure to do that.
Great, thanks. I sometimes suddenly worry about things like that in the middle of the night. And it's not about the dryer, of course. I want you to be safe. And I'm sure you'll be okay.
I'll be fine. Don't lose sleep over me.
Okay, Em. Take care. I gotta go. We're running out of coins again. Bye!
I hope you don't think I'm a cheapskate for having dinner here. There aren't a lot of other restaurants around, and I'm pretty sure their food isn't better than Moe's.
Don't worry about it, Robert. I love it here.
Thanks, Meredith. You're such a kind person.
Good evening, you two beautiful people. Ready to order?
Ladies first.
Hi, Maureen. It's hard to pass up a juicy T-bone steak.
Excellent choice, Meredith. And what would you like to wash it down with?
I think I'll have a glass of wine.
Gotcha. Robert?
The usual for me, Maureen.
All right, Robert. T-bone steak and a beer. Doesn't get any more lumberjack than that. Be right back, folks. Ashley, get the steaks out.
Maureen's the best. Did you hear about the open mic night she's organizing?
Yeah. Are you going?
I wish I could go, especially since I heard that Jack's gonna do a thing.
Jack? What's he gonna do? Announce the weather for next week?
Believe it or not, he's a very good ballet dancer.
You're right. And you're his stage manager.
No, he's into comedy. Would have loved to have heckled him. Oh well, this is a good week anyhow.
Must be nice that the apartments are off your mind for a while.
Alrighty, here are your beverages, folks. I'm afraid the food might take a little longer, as a certain kitchen helper thought the freezer was a good place for storing steaks. I really should get one of those microwave ovens to defrost them.
You seem a little stressed. Is it the upcoming open mic?
Why should I be stressed about that? It's going to be lovely. And you better be there, Robert Harris.
Maureen, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I won't be able to make it.
I did not just hear you say that, young man. Oh, by the way, Meredith, I need to steal him for 2 minutes. He needs to check on some wiring for me.
Excuse me, Meredith. This is Maureen's jurisdiction. Have to obey the law. That tasted so good. Thanks, Maureen, for the fantastic blueberry pie.
You're welcome. It's my way of making up for stealing you away from Meredith. Ooh, I swear. She can give quite the stink eye if she wants, can't you, hon?
Oh boy, the world would be boring without her. Speaking of, are you gonna miss your daily delivery round?
Not really. I'm looking forward to going back to the big city.
Ah, the big city. That's not for me.
Do you think you'll always live here?
Nothing's for sure, but I like it here. I needed to change towns after my divorce. Everything and everyone reminded me of her.
And how are you now? Have you gotten over it?
But maybe I shouldn't bother you with the innermost feelings of a lumberjack.
Wouldn't be a bother at all.
Robert and Meredith, sorry to break up your conversation, but we're closing up early tonight. Gotta set up some stuff for the open mic night, and I can't use any peeping eyes.
Oh, okay, Maureen. No problem.
Let me get the check for you, so I can leave you two to your lovely evening.
Can you put it on my tab, Maureen?
Anything for you, darling.
Do you mind if I pay? Or at least for half of it?
Meredith, after all your help, this is the least I can do. So, yes, I mind. Now let's get going before Maureen gets her broom out. Meredith, thanks again for your help. I'm not sure what would have happened if you hadn't come here for your mail delivery vacation.
You're welcome, Robert. I was happy to help you out.
A little help goes a long way. Hope to see you around again.
You too, Robert. Take care. Good luck with the apartments, and call me if you need help.
Anyway, I love this town. You know I do. So, I'm dedicating my last jokes to specific people here tonight. The first one's for Maureen. A guy walks into a bar, and dozens of slabs of meat are hanging from the ceiling. So he asks the bartender, "What's up with the hanging meat up there, man?" So the bartender says, "Ah, you're new here. Well, we like to play a game here. If you can jump up and slap a steak, the house will pay for your drinks all night. However, if you miss, you have to pay everyone else's bar tab. So, want to give it a go?" "Nah," says the man. "Those stakes are too high." This one's for our own newcomer, Meredith Weiss. So, a woman's driving down the freeway, but all of a sudden, she hears a local news bulletin warning drivers on the very freeway she's on. They're saying, please be advised of this very dangerous situation of a car going the wrong way. So the woman says to herself, one car? Ha, why, there's dozens!
Well, folks, wasn't that special? Now, let me know if any of you have any jokes about Jack, you hear? It's an open mic after all. It's actually time for a little break right now. So come on up to the bar for some of our finest concessions. We'll continue shortly.
Miss Jenkins, how are you? And how are the cats?
Fine on both counts, dear. Thank you for asking. So, do you like the hair?
Love it. That hairdresser did a great job.
Thank you, dear. Pity it's quite the waste of time and money, seeing as how I can't stay for long.
Really? What's the rush?
You see, my son decided to drop by, unannounced, and he's staying the whole weekend.
Oof, that's quite the imposition.
All right, well, anyway, take care, dear. Now, where did he park the car?
Yes, it's me, Matt Kearney, in an egg brace. Real funny, huh?
I must admit, it's at least a little funny. What happened?
Well, I was about to send the final boss to the afterlife, but then the computer crashed. I kicked my foot out in anger and fell from my chair, and now I'm here looking like a loser.
I'm sure you'll beat the game one day. Don't give up on the dream.
I can't play like this, but I'm going to work out a strategy in the meantime.
Dear people, none other than our own Kay Evans will perform next. She has been writing songs since she was a little girl, and I cannot say how thrilled I am to host her first performance of hopefully many to come. I am so proud of you, honey. Please put your hands together for Kay, everyone.
Okay, here goes nothing. And on and on and on and on. I pull up to a crossroads. I could drive on or go left, go right. Suddenly these choices make me smile. What if I just enjoy the ride? Life's a game of chance. For every break you get, you leave another one behind. Just as long as you keep trying, you will get there. Thank you.
Darling, this does not happen a lot, but you have left me speechless. That was Kay, people. Another round of applause.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't leave when Reynolds started his nonsense. This kid can sing.
Oh, hi, Mr. Mackey. Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, it's good to see someone flourish, but I'd rather be home right now.
Isn't it fun to step out every once in a while?
Smoking a pipe and reading a proper book is the only acceptable way to spend a Sunday evening in September.
Bert, thank you so much for coming. I know you'd rather be somewhere else right now.
That's okay, kid. I don't regret it one bit. You did great. But ladies, if you'll excuse me, I'm out of here.
Good night, Bert. Thanks again.
And now for an announcement. I'm serious, so hush now. Now, you all know that Kay has been working here at the diner for quite a while now. In fact, she was my anchor after Stan left us. And I think the time has come to formally announce right here that I will put your name above the door of this place, honey, where it belongs. Kay's place. Kay's. We haven't settled on a name yet, but there you go. Another round of applause. And have some drinks with us.
Kay's place, huh? Congratulations! That was quite a surprise.
Yeah, I told you. Mo asked me like a gazillion times, right? Kind of felt right this time. We haven't hashed out any details, as you might have noticed. But it feels good, you know?
How did it feel to be up there?
Oh, it was so great to be performing again. It felt amazing. I'm all over the place right now. It was such a rush. I will definitely be doing that again. If they let me, of course.
That was amazing.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Em. It felt amazing. I was so super nervous, you know? Like, shaking and all that. I'm so glad it went well.
That's great. I am so proud of you, Kay. You really have made a great life here.
Thanks, Em. I'd like to think so. Big day tomorrow, right? You know what you're going to do?
Honestly? Well...
Wait, I'm not good at this stuff, so I just want to say it was good to have you back these past weeks, Em. Really good. You just do what you feel you have to do. I'm just glad we reconnected. Promise you'll keep in touch, whatever the outcome, yeah?
Of course.
And remember, time marches on.
See you, Kay. Thanks. For everything.
My lovely people, the time has come for the open mic part of the evening to end. Ashley was going to do a ventriloquist bit next, but I just heard his hand back in his cabin. Let me thank you again for joining us, and there's plenty of food and drink to go around. I sure do hope they're keeping things proper in there while I'm taking a breather. So, you had fun?
It was great. Kay was amazing.
You said it. Oh, that girl is so talented. Oh, I'd give my big toe to be able to do what she does behind a keyboard. Oh, sheesh.
I'm still thinking about your news about handing over the diner. Kay's place, huh? That was quite the bombshell.
That's my style. I've mentioned it to Kay, yes, many times since Stan died. She probably thought I was joking half the time, honestly. I just want to give her the option. It's hers whenever she wants it. And if she doesn't, that's fine too.
Yeah, but how do you make a choice like that if you don't even know what your own situation will end up looking like?
Something on your mind, hon?
No, I'm fine, honestly. Big day tomorrow, is all.
How did things end up with Kay? You could tell me to mind my own, of course. It's just that girl is like a daughter to me.
We talked, yeah. We really reconnected, and I'm happy we did.
Listen, you're two grown women, and if that's the choice you two ended up on, I can only respect that. Speaking of choices, you've got a big day in the morning, don't you? Know what you're gonna do yet? Stick around? Move back?
Absolutely. Not a speck of doubt.
Well then, Miss Weiss, I salute your resolve.
Even if it means I'm leaving?
Sure, hon. Listen, I'd love to have you around. You know that. But you have to do things because you want to. Or because you feel you need to do them for yourself. You don't owe any of us anything.
I will miss you, Maureen.
I best get back inside. You take care now, Meredith Weiss.
Take care, Maureen. Dear Meredith Weiss, thank you for participating in our annual photography contest. Your wonderful picture did not win the grand prize, but you are still a winner. The attached voucher gives you a 20% discount to our autumn course. Sign up today and never take a blurry picture again. David Gillespie, Photography for Beginners, Inc.
Good morning, Meredith. You won't believe the weekend I had. Saturday, I placed a bet on the White Sox, just like you said, and lost. But they played again yesterday, and I let it ride. And then they won. They're playing again tonight, and now I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, Frank, the pattern is obvious. So, the Angels will win this time.
Okay, Meredith, thanks. I'll go with that. Speaking of gambling, I bet you're taking the job. And that's not just because you're wearing your coat.
I love the coat, Frank. But no, I'm taking it off. I'm leaving Providence Oaks again.
Oh, that's not what I was hoping to hear, Meredith. But I understand. What are you gonna do?
Back to my home, my job, and my life in the big city.
So I guess you're going back to the future, eh? Computers, living in the fast lane. Can't say that I envy you. Although it must be nice to live close to a major ballpark. Do you need a ride to the airport?
Yes, please. I'd love to take one last look over the lake.
All right, go grab your stuff and let's go. So, here we are again, heading the other way. Aren't you going to miss it here?
Probably. It feels odd to be leaving again.
I wouldn't want to leave this place, not for $1 million. Well, wait, no, $2 million should be enough.
Do you believe money can buy happiness?
That's a good question. Give me a big pile of cash right now and I'll feel real happy. And I'm sure it'll last a couple of days, but then it'll probably start to wear off, and I'll be back to complaining about the weather before you know it. But it's probably nicer to complain about the weather when you're living in a big old mansion. Hey, what's this honking clown up to? Move out of the way, you lunatic! Wait a minute, that's Robert Harris. Yeah, I'm pulling over.
Sorry about that, Frank. Hope it didn't scare you.
That's okay, Robert. I'm a road rage veteran. But, what's all this about?
It's not about you, Frank. I need to talk to Meredith.
Oh, okay. I'll go have a smoke.
Hey, Meredith. This is gonna sound super awkward, and hopeless, and desperate, and probably a lot more things, but I don't want you to leave. I've decided a while ago that I'm done with stuff like this, but I guess it's not something you can decide.
Stuff like this?
Yeah, you know, I'm a man, you're a woman, I like you. A lot. I didn't want to give in to it. I've been through a rough breakup once, and I didn't want to risk ever feeling like that again.
Robert, I can't just give up my career for a handsome lumberjack.
Sure you can. Stick it to the man. I mean, you know, the man in general, not me. Just hop in my car.
I can't do that, Robert. Not right now. You know what? I'll call you.
Okay, Meredith. Take care. Call me. Have a safe trip.
Thanks, Robert.
Okay, Meredith, let's get you to the airport. I've got a double shift today, and the mail doesn't deliver itself.
Sorry for butting in, folks, but I've got a special treat for y'all. I just updated my playlist. This new song is from our very own Kay Evans.